Morning.
You here.
Absolutely, man. We've asked everybody who's gotten here, whether it's been a new coach, whether it's been a player, everybody that's come through here, because there's so many new faces. How'd you end up at LSU?
I say first of all, I prayed about it, because I was first committed to Colorado State like 2 weeks prior to my graduation. So what happened was I went out there to visit, and the scenery, everything was good, but the football atmosphere wasn't there for me. So having a chance to come back home, reconsider everything, then getting a call from Coach Frank was the obvious of me having a chance to come in here. So once I knew when he called, I knew kind of how things was going to come out and play out because they was already recruiting me.
Mm-hmm.
So just getting that call would actually change my mind, and knowing that I could go back home and play for a great fan base that really, show a lot of great things out there in that valley. So that's what just my biggest thing was, coming back home.
Yeah.
Coming back home for my last year.
Absolutely. Where was your relationship with LSU leaving high school, McMain High School?
It was good, but I had a good relationship with Coach DeLuke at the time. I guess he was the running back coach during that time. And he actually told me to come to camp for receiver one time. So,
wow.
That was kind of where I was trying to go towards. But, my coach had seen other things in me, which was the defensive side of the ball. So he actually told me, if you want to go to the league and actually be a part of this league, you got to play defense. You got to do it because you got the talent. Everybody can play receiver, but everybody can't play corner at your size.
Absolutely.
So, that was the relationship. We just had like an offensive relationship, really didn't have like a defensive relationship because I went there for the camp as defense and a cornerback, and I didn't really get the eyes that I normally would get right now. So, that was the relationship back then.
What was Frank Wilson like as a head coach?
He was a great influence, man. He taught me a lot as a young man, knowing my story. So teaching me throughout that process how to overcome the adversity that I was dealing with during that time. So, he's a great man. He makes sure he helps you out. He makes sure he looks out for you. If he tell you he got you, he got you. So that what kind of man he is, and he's a trustworthy man that you can put your trust into.
When he called you, when he was here at LSU, and you talked to him, was it over? Were you coming to LSU?
I told him I actually was going to pray about it because, I was kind of overwhelmed knowing that, I was going in a system where it was not established, but it was on the verge of being established. And knowing that the guys that was here already, it was kind of like shifting me. But, I prayed about it, put my pride to the side and started to think more of the great things that will come out of here if you do what you got to do and come on the top. So after I felt comfortable with that what made me go ahead and call him back and be like, okay, let's get this thing rolling.
Wow. What's your relationship like with Brian Kelly? What was that? How was that established?
It's good. We talk, we have our little giggles here and there, but I'm one of them people that try to stay off the coach's radar. So it's like I try to do all my great things and keep a great relationship with him by just doing all the great things, really. I don't really look for a coach to, like, try to talk to me every time, because I look at it, if a coach talking to you, you doing something that's supposed to be your job, it's out of negative. So when a coach not talking to you, you doing your job, that means you're doing something good. So I like the relationship like that.
So it must have been a compliment when he called you Cody Dickerson.
It was kind of funny at first. It was funny at first, but I just let him have it because I wasn't too sure. Like I'm a newcomer. It's a media. He probably nervous. It's a lot of things going in people's heads. So I really ain't take it as personal. I just laughed at it, and me and him laugh at it a lot. So it's just a little funny thing that just came upon.
Do they call you Cody now?
Nah, they don't. Nah, nobody called me Cody.
I will say this. The first report that I got from LSU practice, the first name that somebody told me was Colby Richardson's going to play, and he might start versus Florida State was what the guy told me. And ever since that day, your name has just been almost a constant, and then it got to a point where Kelly said it he mentioned it twice. He mentioned Dickerson. He said Dickerson the second time. But, I mean, it's obvious that you made a big impact from the top down. What has been your motivation since you've been here? How have you put yourself in this position where it feels like you're going to be the number one cornerback?
I think it just go ways back to when I was 4. I've been having this mindset since I was 4. That's when I first started playing football. Now I'm 24, so that's 20 years of my life.
You're 24.
So, having that in mind, like, man, you came a long way. This always been your dream, and you only got 6 months at it. So you're going to do everything you want to do to ought to be on top if you love what you do, and that's play football. And I've been doing this since I was 4, so it's like it's something I love. And then it's somewhere that I want to really be, that I really seen myself to be when I was a kid. So actually having that chance and opportunity, you take advantage of it. So I just try to take advantage of every opportunity I get. And if I'm with the 2s, I'm with the 1s. If I got to go ahead and get a couple 2 reps, it don't matter where I'm at. Special teams, like, you got to take advantage of it because it's something you love to do. So that's my mindset of everything, and that's how I approach my day. It's like I got to come here and do my job for something I love to do. So that's the way I'm taking this season. That's the way I'm taking and going away about myself.
What a great mindset, man. Kids, if you're watching this, that's some powerful stuff to put yourself in a position like Colby finds himself right now. The first rep that I saw when they opened up the media and allowed us in was Colby Richardson versus Keyshawn Butte.
Yeah.
You guys go up in the corner of the end zone. Both of you come down to the ground. I mean, it was a big physical rep, but he didn't get the catch. What's it like going up against players like him and having that opportunity to battle a guy like him in one-on-ones?
Oh, man, he's the best guy in the country. So, you going against him, it's like you going against the Biletnikoff Award winner. So it's like just going against him, I know he will make my game better. I know he will push me to my limits and make me uncomfortable. So having that chance to go against him every day could give me the confidence to going against any other receiver in this country. No one will be as like him. No one will be as shifty as him because he's labeled as the best right now. So getting that opportunity to go out there and have some lockdown moments against him definitely boosts my confidence up when going against other guys.
Wow. What did they tell you, LSU, the staff, that they wanted from you to get to this point? It seems like that you have kind of understood what they want from you, and you've kind of checked off some boxes here. What do they want from you?
It was just the standard that they been preaching and been established when they first got there, that whole staff. That just come in and do your job, really. So got in there, I knew I was like 167, but I knew I had to gain weight to all to physically play. But it was just really just being myself, just being myself because they knew of the talent that they seen off of my film back at McNeese, and they seen the attitude, they see how I played the game. They just wanted me to be myself, really, and just go there every day with a mindset of just trying to be the best version of you every day. And another day, you just got to be the best version of you from the last past day. So it's just, just being yourself and just playing football and just, just living a dream. You say it's a dream of yours, just live it and do all the best you can.
You are not 167 now.
No,
where are you playing? Where's your weight at?
I stepped on a scale yesterday. I was 197.
197.
So, I'm 3 pounds away from being 200.
Where do you want to play at?
I say about the 195-ish, 200 range. So
what's the secret?
It's just really just attacking it every day. Setting a goal for yourself in life and just attacking it. And it's just called hard work. Really, it's something you got to do when nobody else doing. You got to just go ahead and work at dark. Sometimes I be up Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings. Some days where people would be resting. You just got to take the opportunity to try to better yourself in some category of your phase.
Absolutely. What's it like working with Jake Flint and the nutrition staff? I'd imagine that type of resource for what you want to do. Yeah.
They're amazing. Without them, I wouldn't be able to achieve and get to this point. You know, because when I got in the portal back in February, you know, I was working out and everything, but I ain't had the resources like these guys had. So having a chance to get into the scientific of the world of this is kind of helped me out big, you know, asking them questions of, you know, the nutrition people. It's like, you know, Coach Franks and his staff, just asking them what it takes for me to get where I need to get. You know, I'm trying to get all lean muscle. I'm not trying to have fat. So they told me, they gave me a direct plan, and Coach Flint gave me a direct plan of what I got to do and how I got to attack every day. You know, I just took what they told me and just ran off with it every day. So you just got to ask questions in life, you know, and ask questions of what is pertaining to you, to your goal, you know, and that's the only way you're going to really get to where you want to be and achieve it.
You starving for it, huh?
Yeah.
You starving for it, bro. What's Matt House and Robert Steeples like in playing in that scheme?
They great, man. I enjoy my relationship with both guys. You know, they both have that nice grit behind them that they really want to see you succeed, and they have that really want to try to better you as a person off the field. You know, they there for you off the field first. And on the field, they just, you know, they're more like, I say more like a mentor. Like they're trying to get you to where you want to be in life. You say you want to be the best, they going to push you to your limits. And having them in my corner to push me to my limits, to push other guys to their limits is definitely going to make this whole staff, well, whole team come together, which is, you know, the defensive side of it, come together, which is DBU, what they're trying to bring back. You know, so they bring that attitude every day, and they bring that attitude off the field when they know, like, okay, you know, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. So just having that good bond and good relationship with them, you know, kind of helped me throughout my journey here too.
Did it help you coming into this locker room in particular because there's so many transfers? I mean, I even look at your position group, and the top four guys, it seemed like, are you, Mackay, Seven, Jarik. I mean, all of you have transferred in. What is this locker room like with so many guys that have come in with experience and from outside programs?
It's different. It's different talents. I say we all shine at different times, and we all got different traits that we could give and pass it all to another. And we all smart. I say, you know, intelligent-wise. So, you know, we all work collectively to try to bring that group into DBU. You know, we all come from different type of energy we bring to the field. So it's just a working energy ball that we trying to make establish to one big ball. And it's coming together. And I said before Florida State game, you know, we don't have 4 corners out there to rotate and to go out there and lock people down. So I'm excited about this group. You know, we laugh a lot. We have a lot of funny moments throughout that group. That whole group itself is a genuine group. So not just the 4 guys that are just the main standouts. You know, you got Ray, you got Pop Smoke, you got Demarius, you know, you got the freshmen coming in there, you got Ralph. So everybody in that group, no matter just us 4, we all come there with some type of energy to try to bring DBU back. So that's how I say the energy in that room and how we all come together as a group.
Did I catch a Pot Smoke in there? Nickname?
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke. That's my guy Everin, man. That's
Who is
my
that?
guy, Everin.
Everett?
Yeah.
Everett. Oh, okay, nice.
That's how we got a couple nicknames in there. So.
Okay, all right. Speaking of DBU, Tyrann Mathieu came back and addressed the program. Spent a week with the program. What was that like for you? I know it's a guy that you share a hometown with. So what was it like to get him and see him in that setting?
I wasn't here when Tyrann came, but you know, just having him, you know, knowing of him and having relationships with him and his family members, it kind of, you know, give me that, you know, you could do it. Kind of, you know, this guy come from where you come from. You know, we born and raised in the same neighborhood, and my brothers grew up with him when he was little. So just having that guy who already did it from where you from kind of give you a good advantage of, okay, if he did it,
it's the blueprint.
he basically gave you the blueprint. So like you said, so just having that blueprint, just knowing that somebody made it from where you made it from, you could do the same. So it just gives you that confidence in what you want to bring into your life is the inspiration part of it. So he inspired me a lot to keep going and just trying to level out and trying to beat the odds.
How have these scrimmages been for you?
They've been fun. Having a chance to play football again, being out, not having a chance to do spring, it's fun. You getting out there, you with the guys, you with genuine people who love to play the game of football, people who want to make it to different stages in their life. So being out there with them guys is fun. Yeah, it get dirty, yeah, it get slimy a little, but when iron sharper iron, it never ain't gonna be pretty. But at the end of the day, just having a chance to go out there and work with them guys and get better, man, it's just been just a amazing time there. So I've been having fun.
What's the relationship like between the front four? It seems like those guys, the defensive line seems to be maybe one of the most talented groups in the country when you look at it as a whole. As a DB, I know that relationship very much works together, right?
Yeah, I've been around some great defensive lines throughout my college life. So this is the first defensive line I say is just like incredible. Like you can't stop it. You got two guys, BJ and Ali, rushing off the edge. You got J-Roy and Mason coming up between the interior. So having them four rushing at you, you're going to have a long day. And then having a chance to have four good DBs and two great safeties back there, well, four great safeties that could just come and rotate back there, and having two great nickels. I mean, you have a whole defensive whole with a lot of talent. So just having them four down there, it's just going to make a lot of people have to reconsider of what they really want to do game plan-wise. If they trying to attack us throughout the air, how you going to attack us if you got four guys coming at you? That's impossible to stop. So having them guys there, man, it's amazing. It's a really an honor and a blessing to have them four sitting on that defensive line.
Yeah, it should be a bunch of balls flying around that y'all can make some plays on.
Yeah.
And it also looks like y'all as a team are in a spot, and I'm not asking you for anything as far as information goes on who's going to play, but at least the quarterback everybody trusts, wherever you go. I mean, Kelly said on Saturday it's going to be a two-horse race between Daniels and Nussmeier, but it feels like whoever gets the nod, they're both going to play, and you can win at this level with them.
All right, yeah, I say the same. I mean, I like both of the guys, really, and then what they bring and how they carry themselves. The energy they bring towards the offense and the way they trying to establish this offense and make plays. I love the way how they both carry themselves and, mentally wise too. These two guys that, that really, really want to make it and really want to put on for the team. So they're going to give it all and give their best, really. So just having them two and having one of them, well, they both could run. You look at them, so they both dangerous in so many ways. So it's like it's an honor and a blessing to have them too. So no matter what happens, you have two great quarterbacks back there that could go out there and make some plays for you on the offense.
Does the defense perk up a little bit when Jaden gets in, when Five gets in, because of how he's a home run hitter?
Yeah, when they both get in, really, they both could move. So they both have, I would call, sneaky speed. To the point that, a guy, they sit back there, they pat their feet. When they take off, it's like, oh, wow, like, this guy is fast. So, they both, you got to be really, really on the fact that they both could move and they both mobile. So, they both just sit there and they just wait for the opportunity to take off, or they wait for the opportunity to launch the ball down the field. So, it's a hassle playing against both of them because both of them can move.
They can extend the play too.
Yeah. So,
have you taken your mind to 2 weeks from last night, playing in front of your family, your friends, inside the dome, wearing LSU colors and national TV, playing against Florida State? Have you been able to get there yet? Have you seen it?
Now that we at the end of fall camp, I like to think of the present sometimes, so I could achieve what I had set for myself, but. Now we at the back end of it, and we getting closer to it. Now I'm starting to feel it and starting to see it and start to see the plays that I'm trying to make. Because I'm a visual guy, so I like to visual out the things I want to do and put them into motion, really. So, just Probably I'd say when we start to get the gaming plan for Florida State in a couple of days, probably like 2 days, 3 days, we'll start game planning for Florida State. That's when I'm gonna start to hone in on like the plays I really want to make, what I'm gonna do, because we'll start to see the concepts of what they do, so I could actually start to visualize their concepts, what plays we gonna be running in, and those type of things that they'll be going through my mind when it's that time.
Yeah. What do you what do you make of the SEC?
I say it's a baby NFL. It's guys that who trying to get to the next level. And half of the guys that's in the next level is really coming from the SEC. I feel that the SEC it's a big and a fast and a grimy. Like, you gotta really love football to play in the SEC. So these guys coming out there, they playing like their life is this it. So I'd say the SEC is one of the greatest conference that ever be made, and will forever be one of the greatest conference that's ever made. So it's an honor to be able to play and compete in this level of football.
What's the hardest part about playing DB? Is it the rules, or is it the guys that you're guarding?
I'll say, that's a great question. I never had that question asked to me. So I say it's the guys you guard.
Mm-hmm.
The rules. The rules are the rules. I mean, the offensive guys have rules.
They throw
too.
new shit at y'all. It feels like every day with the rules, man.
Yeah.
For DB, I mean, it's such an offensive game. They want TV numbers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true too. But just knowing who you're going against.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going against a guy, he's up for the Belletti Cup award. It's like you gotta come with it every down. But going against somebody that, okay, he's all right, you could get on to him, his talent is not where you at. Sometimes your advantage and your style, your mindset could outwork this guy every play. But you just got to know who you're going against, because you got guys out there that's running like 4.3s, and they can move, they shifty, they smart, so having that and having somebody who's just out there just playing and just trying to play receiver ball is totally different. So having somebody who know the game of football is kind of hard than knowing that, okay, this guy's just going out there and trying to run a route. So you just got to know who you going against. That's the hardest part about DB. You got to know how fast they is, how quick, if they could catch, if they run their routes. You got to learn the receiver.
The idea of you and Mekhi on the field together, you and Mekhi Gardner, I mean, that is two of the longest, biggest cornerbacks I can remember as a tandem. What advantage does it give you in the size that you play with at that position? How do you use that to an advantage? Because it's not you kind of look like a safety. You look like a wide receiver.
Yeah, I'd say it's a blessing, because like I said, I was just talking about guys being fast. You got to realize they moving forward, we moving back. So actually having long arms and actually having a chance to put my hands on guys to slow them down, because we all know a quarterback at least have 4 to 5 seconds to throw the ball. So if you get your hands on him just to knock him off his movement, probably a second or half a second, and you could be step on to him. It's kind of like, why would I throw that throw now? This guy is 6'1", this guy is big, he athletic. It's like, so having that advantage of long arms, getting it to disrupt guys and get them off their movement to slow down the quarterback's process. Like, okay, do I want to go this way? Or if they see it's a free release, of course they're going to throw it. But it's just, just having a chance to get your hands on guys, to disrupt guys, get the off their mark.
You're 197. What's your height?
6'1".
And what's your wingspan?
That's something I forgot, but I know it's long.
7 feet.
Now I won't say 7 feet, but I'll say about 6'5" at least. Yeah.
The New Orleans mentality, the Louisiana mentality of an athlete is something that we always talk about, because we've seen it so many times with successful teams, whether it be the nucleus here of LSU. You kind of experienced that, but you in kind of going away, coming back, and seeing and competing at a high level. How different is a Louisiana-made athlete than everybody else?
It's the experiences I would say we go through. You know, I went through a lot of adversity being where I'm from in New Orleans. So I say it's the experience and it's the adversity that you go through. You know, a lot of kids from where I'm from don't go through the same things that's going on somewhere else. So it's like I say just having that dog in you too. You know, having that dog in you too, because a lot of Louisiana guys they normally play with more older guys because it's a place where, you know, I started off at the age of 4, but I was playing with 5 and 6-year-olds.
Wow.
So it's like, you know, just having that dog into you, it's just kind of different. Like, you know, us Louisiana guys, like the dog and a guy who's big and fast is always gonna overmatch a guy who just, you know, just have that, you know, regular nice swag when it come to football. I feel like Louisiana guys, they have that dog in them and they have that grit that's just
me or you.
Yeah, it's just football. It come with it, you know. So it's just a I say we just more tougher when it comes to
What park did you play in growing up?
I played for several parks. My first park when I first started off with was Stallings, and then I wound up going to Easton, and then I finished off at St. Rock.
I love always asking the guys that come out of New Orleans in the parks they play with, like some of your teammates.
Yeah.
Do you look around college? Do you have guys that you play with?
Let's see. To think of, they all. Well, I don't have guys that I play with. That's
But just guys that came out of your park?
Yeah, I had guys that come out of my park. They gotta play like baseball, basketball. So they you know, they're all over the place when it comes to sports.
This is cool, man. I guess this it's here, right? I mean,
Yeah, man. It's here. Everything that, you know, I've been praying for, I've been working for, is coming to light, and the fruit that my tree been growing for years is finally getting the harvest. So I'm just here to, you know, do my job, have fun, and enjoy the time being a Tiger. Like I say, I only had 6 months, and now that you look at it, and you halfway, now you only have a season, you know, a season to play and to enjoy with these guys. So I'm trying to make every moment wonderful in my life and try to remember it as much as possible, because, I mean, I know I ain't going to never get this chance back, and I wish I have another chance at it, but, you know, it's just amazing and an honor to be here and represent these colors.
Is this where you always saw yourself?
Yeah, I always see myself playing here. You know, I don't know. I was like, you know, because we played LSU last year, McNeese, second game. So once I stepped on that field and I knew what I wanted to do when I was there in McNeese, and I was like, you know, if season don't go as planned for me to leave and go to the NFL, I'm going to go in the transfer portal. I'm going to find another home. So when I stepped on that field and it was that atmosphere, and, you know, COVID year just ended, so it was like LSU back. And, you know, everybody was there. I'm like, wow. Like, this my first time. Cool. Yeah, this is my first time here, and it's like crazy. You know, this is what you won't be. You won't play for. So, you know, having that chance of feeling the energy and just knowing, like, seeing on TV and seeing how crazy the stadium on YouTube used to get. So actually playing in there, but being on the opposite side, it was like, I need to be on that side. So like,
that's a better recruiting tool.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a wonderful feeling.
Big advantage for you to be 24 doing this, right? I mean, I'd imagine just kind of being a little bit more mature and having this scope of it kind of gives you an advantage.
Yeah, being 24, it's kind of crazy because I still don't feel it, but at the same time, it's like, it definitely give me an advantage because, like I said, I've been through a lot of adversity. Yeah. So I know how to handle certain things, and I know how to go away about the professional way about handling yourself as an athlete. So I learned a lot of those things from the guys that taught me, and the coaches that taught me, and the mentors that taught me throughout my process. So that is a big advantage, being 24 and actually playing against guys that's, you know, 23, 22, 21, you know, young guys. But it definitely gives you an advantage because you're more mature, you know how to handle the game, and you've seen a lot more of the game. So it's like a big, big advantage.
It's easy to see why everybody in camp is talking about you, bro. You got the mindset. You're built for this, man. It's fun to watch you and watching you get ready to play.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck to you this season, bro.
Appreciate it.